everyone, my name is Marie. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, I'm sharing a wholesome family home here in the world of Willow Creek. It is a more traditional colonial type family home, and I definitely try to make this look a little bit more on the outdated side. You can mostly tell from the interior that I really try to go for that look and feel, and I am very happy with how this one came out. It's very basic in the sense that the shape of the house is really nothing complicated. It's quite boxy. However, the floor plan I feel like is a lot of fun. It's very closed off, and that is exactly what I wanted. I feel like this would be a fun one to renovate as well and like open it up more and like have the floor plan, specifically the downstairs floor plan, like make more sense. I feel like that would be a very fun project. But yes, I did not go for the updated open look and feel. This one is definitely more traditional, more closed off and a little bit outdated. And I partially built this one over on stream together with my chat, which was a lot of fun. I also did parts of it off stream. But yeah, the biggest part of this house I actually built with my chat on stream, which is always such a joy. They can help me make decisions and whatnot, and it's very, very helpful and always gives me different insights and stuff and like different ideas. So it's always a lot of fun to build together with my chat over on Twitch stream, basically. But yes, this house, I am building this house for a very specific family. This is a family that actually one of my Twitch viewers made. So she made this family, put them up on the gallery, and I built them a house. And this house and this family will be included in my save file eventually as well. So yes, this family is very wholesome. It's a family of 2 parents, 2 children, and a toddler and a cat, by the way, also a cat, don't forget the cat. And it's so cute. So basically these 2 parents, they were high school sweethearts and they eventually got married, and they have always wanted a big, loving, happy family. But unfortunately, they found out that they weren't able to get pregnant. So they weren't able to have any children, which is why they decided to adopt. So they found these 2 children, a boy and a girl, 2 siblings actually, and they were about to be separated and adopted by different families or moving into different families' homes, being fostered by different families. I don't really know. But then these parents, or these 2 adults, they found these children and they were like, you know what? No, we're going to adopt them together because we don't want these siblings to be separated. So you know what? We are going to adopt them. So that is when they decided to adopt these 2 kids a while back. So they were probably younger, maybe even still toddlers when they were adopted. And then eventually they actually also had a miracle happen and they did get pregnant. So now they also have a little toddler, a little girl. So yes, they are very lucky to have 3 children. And now I was envisioning they not too long ago moved into this large house in Willow Creek, and they were able to afford it because it's a little bit more on the outdated side and it could definitely use some renovations. However, they did not do that, or they didn't get around to doing that yet because, you know, they purchased the house and now they need to save up more to actually do some renovations. So they moved into the house and left it exactly the way it was. There was probably even some furniture left, or maybe they got some older furniture pieces from family members or like secondhand, like hand-me-downs, stuff like that. So the whole entire house on the interior is definitely more on the outdated side. Except for the children's rooms, I feel like they definitely did go to IKEA and yeah, just picked out furniture for the children's rooms, because the children's rooms are definitely a little bit more on the matchy side of things. So yes, maybe they purchased a lot of the furniture at IKEA or something like that, or maybe secondhand from IKEA. I don't really know, but that is definitely something they probably did. So yes, it's a little bit of a mismatch of styles in here, and that is what makes this family home such like a wholesome, relatable family home, I feel like. And yeah, I really enjoy how this eventually turned out. You can see that that it's a little bit more on the fancy side of things because they do have this large backyard and they have a swimming pool and all that. So definitely quite fancy. But like I said, it could definitely use some updates. And then career-wise, the dad, he is a politician. He's in the politics career, and the mom is a stay-at-home mom. So I was thinking maybe she used to work before, but then when they decided to adopt the children, she decided to become a stay-at-home mom, basically. So that is what they did, and maybe she will go back to work eventually at some point. I don't really know what sort of career she would have though. Maybe she doesn't. I feel like she is very happy as a stay-at-home mom. She is creative, so I was thinking that maybe she could be into painting. I placed an easel on the back porch, so maybe she is into painting. I could really see her enjoy baking and cooking and whatnot. Basically a very domestic sim. Is what I was envisioning for her. And then the dad as well, like he's very, very, very family oriented. Family time is the most important part for them, for him as well. But he does have a career in politics, so I was envisioning him to be quite successful at that as well. So I did give him a little office space in this house as well, though I do think he goes into work every day. So he goes into the office, but maybe if he has to like get some work done from home, he can do that in the little office space is what I was envisioning. So yeah, that is it for the family. You can see them hanging out on the sidewalk. Also, randomly, Alexandra Goth is there. I don't know why she is there. She is just standing there hanging around by the family as if she is part of this family. It's very random, but she's there the whole time. But don't get confused. She's not part of this household, obviously. She just lives across the street, so maybe she's just saying hi. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, because I was really trying to give this house a more fancy colonial look and feel, I was like, you know what? Let's put a statue in the front yard. This is something I literally never do. I never put statues anywhere except for maybe on a community lot when I do like a park sort of thing or a museum or what have you, but never for residential lots. So I decided to put a statue in the backyard, and or in the front yard. I'm actually very happy with how it came out. I didn't expect it to. When I got started on placing that, I was like, I am probably going to delete this. I'm probably going to hate this, but I ended up really liking it. So yes, we have a statue in the front yard. It's very random. I hope you like it too. But yeah, the backyard is very, very big. And this, I was thinking, was definitely this family's dream home. I think that they moved into this house when they found out they were pregnant with their now toddler, so their third child basically. So when they found out they were pregnant, they were like, you know what, we have to move, because I could really envision them living in a little bungalow, like very small. The kids were sharing a room. There was no room to expand, or maybe they were even renting the place. Who knows? And they were probably already saving up for their dream home because they're both very domestic and they have always wanted a large family. But when they figured out they weren't able to get pregnant, they eventually adopted 2 kids. And I feel like they kind of settled on having just no more than 2 kids. Like this was just going to be it for them, and that was perfect. And it fit in their little house. And in the meantime, they were saving up for like a larger house, like their dream home, or maybe they would want to like build something. I don't know. But then the unexpected miracle happened and the mom did get pregnant, and they were like, okay, well, we got to get things moving because we can't have 3 children in our tiny little house. That is not going to fit. The kids were already sharing. There was no extra room. So there was no space for a 3rd baby basically in the house. So that was when they decided to like get moving and buy something. And they found this old property in Willow Creek, quite fancy, but very old. So yeah, they found this property and they were able to purchase it because it needs some renovations. It's not like it's broken down on the inside. It's just very 90s looking. My chat agreed with that, especially when I did the kitchen. They were like, okay, this looks super 90s. And that was exactly what I was going for. So yes, aesthetic wise, you might want to give it some updates, but yes, that's why they were able to purchase this house, why they were able to afford it. And now they live in a quite large house, which potentially even has room for more Sims, because all 3 kids have their own rooms. The kids' bedrooms are quite large. They are very lucky in that sense, but they could easily share. And then you could have 1 more kid in this house eventually. So maybe they are kind of thinking of that as well. Maybe, you know, they really wanted to have a little bit of room to potentially maybe expand the family. You never know. Maybe a second miracle will happen. So that's basically what I was envisioning for them. And I don't know. I'm so happy with how this came out. And I was so happy that this Twitch viewer of mine, Katie is her name. I was so happy that she submitted this family for my household because they're such a fun addition, so well made. I don't understand how people can be so good at creating Sims. I am not good at creating Sims. I like giving Sims makeovers. I like thinking about their specific style and stuff, but then I don't know, like detail wise, like face structure wise, all my Sims kind of look a little bit similar to each other because I just have one way of making Sims and that's what I do. And I just don't understand how some people are so talented and just so great at making Sims. It's insane. It's a miracle to me. So yeah, I love having this family in my save file eventually, which I know I have been talking about my save file for so long. It's coming. I'm really pushing to, at some point, release a version of my save file. It's not going to be done. It doesn't have new builds on every single lot in every single world, not at all. But it does have Willow Creek fully renovated, except for the park. I didn't do the park, so maybe I need to do, I need to find time to do that. And then Newcrest is fully renovated or fully filled in basically with my builds. It just has 2 empty lots still that I could always keep empty. But I don't, yeah, maybe I'm gonna have to, I don't know. If I ever want to release this thing or the very first version of this thing, I need to make some sacrifices. And then Oasis Springs is pretty good. I basically filled up all the lots. There is a couple that I haven't filled up or need to do some renovations to. But then that is basically it. And then the rest of the worlds, it does involve all the packs, by the way. So it is definitely a multiple pack save file. But for the rest of the worlds, they do have some builds, like some of my renovated versions of builds, or like some of my family, some of my builds just scattered throughout, basically. So it's definitely filled with families. Willow Creek is fully filled up. It does have 1 empty starter home. The same goes for Newcrest, and the same will go for Oasis Springs as well. But yeah, for the rest, families everywhere. We have lots of children, lots of teenagers, lots of babies, also some pregnant Sims, I believe. So yes, it's going to be filled with Sims, and I feel like it would be a lot of fun to play with that save file. So I need to push through and I need to release some version of that soon. I think it's going to be nice to focus on that for Christmas. Maybe around Christmas time as a little Christmas gift to you all, I want to release my save file. I think that would be a lot of fun. And it gives me a deadline as well, which I need that sometimes, to get stuff done. I need deadlines. It works for me. It stresses me out, but at the same time it works, But yes, I was totally talking over this living room. You can see that we already finished it. It's a little bit of a mismatched room, and then off of the living room here we have this office space that I was talking about before as well. So that one just has a desk with a computer and just some storage units, shelving units, a nice bookshelf as well. But yeah, the living room I struggled with because it's such a square or rectangular room that it was a little bit difficult for me to fill the space. But yes, it's a very awkward layout in there, which is what I kind of enjoyed for that room. It's also very family oriented. It has some toys and stuff scattered around the place, which I thought would make a lot of sense. But then over here on the other side of the build, we have the kitchen / dining room, and I love how this one came out. Like I said, my chat was yelling at me that it was super 90s, and I definitely agree, and I love that about it. It was all I ever wanted for this kitchen, basically. So yes, very 90s. It still looks really fun though. I really like how this looks in The Sims. It's just so cozy. In real life, no, not my style at all, but that goes for the entire build. In real life, no, not my style at all. But in The Sims, this more outdated 90s look and feel, it's just so cozy and so family friendly, if that makes sense. And it's just something I really enjoy, and it makes me feel warm inside, and I just really enjoy it for family gameplay. I also placed a high chair in this kitchen. I know it's ridiculous. I never place high chairs. They're super glitchy and I don't touch them. No. That goes for most people. I was talking about this on Twitch as well when we were finishing this kitchen, basically. Like, whoever bothers to use high chairs? Well, everyone said no, not me. I think they're just too difficult to work with, or maybe even glitchy. I don't know. No one ever uses them, but for the aesthetic, it's really cute. And if you wanted to use a high chair, you could definitely go ahead and do that. Thinking about taller stuff, now that I'm thinking about this, I think I actually forgot to place a potty, which is really bad, but you can very easily put a potty in the upstairs hall bathroom. That's the kids' bathroom, basically. You can very easily place a potty in there, but I completely spaced out on that one. Yeah, I did not include one initially, so that's my bad. It always happens. It's either the litter box or the potty, and this time I did not forget the litter box. There's a litter box in the laundry room, but no taller potty, so that's my bad. I'm so sorry. But yes, here you can see me cluttering up the kitchen. I was really enjoying this kitchen. I think the kitchen was my favorite area to furnish for this house. I really enjoyed it. It took me forever. It's a large space, but I'm very happy with how it came out. Then here off of the kitchen, we have a laundry / half bathroom. So I basically just placed the laundry machines in here, and then also a toilet and a sink, obviously. So yes, it's a nice half bathroom, which is needed for this family home because we don't have that many bathrooms. I mean, no, that's a lie. Actually, we do. We're good with bathrooms. We're really definitely good. We have this half bathroom off of the kitchen, and then we have another full bathroom downstairs as well that I'll be furnishing after the laundry room. Then upstairs, like I said, we have a large hall bathroom for the 3 children to share, basically, potentially at some point, maybe 4 children, who knows? And then the parents have an ensuite, so that is actually pretty nice. At first, I was debating making that a Jack and Jill and like half children's rooms on either side and make the parents' room one of the other bedrooms, basically. But then I was like, no, I don't really want to do that. These parents deserve their ensuite, so that's what I went for eventually. But yes, I think I only recorded the 2 downstairs bathrooms. I think the other 2 I didn't furnish on camera. The ensuite I didn't furnish on camera, I know that for sure. The other bathroom, I don't remember. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see, but I'll obviously show you at the end of this video. When we do a little tour of the place, I will obviously show you all the rooms, including the bathrooms. But for the parents' bedroom, I was struggling for the color scheme. I wasn't sure what to do. I eventually went for this blue-ish, gray-ish color scheme combined with darker wood tones. I'm using this 4-poster bed from Cats and Dogs. I literally never use this. I never use this bed, but I think it's so pretty, especially in this color, in this swatch. Like it's really, really nice. It's nice and neutral, and I like the wood swatch as well. So yeah, the bed basically spurred on the entire color scheme for this room, and I like how it came together. So yes, the entire like set of furniture for like, I don't know, just I guess the entire house except for the kids' rooms, like I already said, is a little outdated. So I was thinking that some pieces were actually already here. So maybe the bed frame, which looks very old, was already here in the house. They obviously just got their own mattresses and stuff and like their own bedding, but maybe the bed frame was already here. They just needed to like sand it down and paint it. So maybe they did that, and maybe the same goes for like the dining table and chairs, stuff like that. The couches, I feel like maybe they purchased, because the couches in the living room look very basic. Like it definitely looks like couches you can find at IKEA still, in a more like rustic look and feel as opposed to modern. So yes, those are very basic and maybe new, but yeah, stuff like the table and chairs and the bed frame, stuff like that. Maybe that was left behind, and they just gave it a nice paint job, and now it looks nice. But yes, here you can see the first kids room we're furnishing is the room for the girl. So not the toddler, but the kid. She loves the outdoors, which is why I went for the green color scheme in her room. She loves to be outdoors. I was also thinking that with that, she loves animals. So she has a fishbowl, which might be a little dangerous when you have a cat in the house, but I was just thinking that this cat is the sweetest soul and the cat will not hurt the fish. The cat is not interested in the fish. That's what I was thinking, basically. I know, but one can dream. I know it makes no sense, but just, you know, I can dream. It's fine. But yeah, this girl, she has her desk with her knickknacks on it. She has her bed. I love this layout for this room. It took me forever. Don't be fooled by like it going all very smoothly in this video, because it took me forever. I paused the recording so many times throughout this room because this room is so big and I'm not really used to doing larger children's rooms anymore. I tend to make them a lot smaller these days, or shared for that matter. So yeah, but no, this one was very big, and the same goes for the other two. But I really enjoy this one. I made this like makeshift wardrobe with a piece from high school years, I believe, that you can hang clothes from. So I thought that was really cute. So I did that. And then she has her very matchy furniture set, as you can see, with her bed, nightstand, and bookcase. And then even the desk matches with that as well. So that was nice. And then I decided to, because it was a little bit too green for my liking, so I decided to like use some purples and like lilacs in there as well. So yeah, I love the color scheme for her bedroom. Then the second kid's room I'm decorating is for the boy, naturally. And he, oh gosh, what were his traits? I think he is creative. I'm not exactly sure. I don't really remember, but I was thinking that he is also into sports. So I gave him some sports clutter on the floor, and then he also got his little desk and some toys, obviously, because we need some toys in here. And I really like this color scheme. I never go for red. Red is, I've talked about this before. The color red, obviously it comes in a lot of different variations, but the color red is just not my favorite color. It doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy inside. Red is not my favorite color in the world. So I never tend to go for it for like color schemes for rooms, but for this room, I combined red and blue, and I feel like it looked really nice. I just really enjoy how this came out, also because it's a little bit of a different color scheme naturally than what I'm used to because it has red. But I feel like it turned out really nice. I think it looks really good in this room. So yeah, no, that's what I did. And I just really enjoyed how it came out. I cluttered up the room with some toys. It has some knickknacks on the dresser next to the bed. It functions as a nightstand as well. And then I have this awkward little corner by the door. I just put a mirror there and like a bathrobe and a standing light, basically. To fill up the space a little bit and make it make sense. And then last but not least, here we have the toddler's room. The toddler's bedroom, the color scheme is very neutral. I used this really cute base game wallpaper with the little penguins on it. I love this wallpaper. It's so cute and subtle. And I decided to just go for the neutral color scheme. Just embrace it. Go for all the beiges and the darker wood tones. And I feel like it turned out so cute. So the toddler has their dresser. I turned it into a makeshift changing table by merging a ottoman into the dresser, basically, so that it looks like it has a little, you know, pillow or like changing cushion. I really have no clue what the term for that is. Laying on top, basically. And then the toddler also has a few toys. They have a Blarfy. They have the building blocks. I think that's it, actually. They also have a chair where they can sit and hang out. If you want to give them the toddler tablet, you can easily go ahead and do that. And then they can sit there, play their games, work on their skills that way. I thought that was so cute. But yeah, toddlers obviously don't need a huge amount of space, so I gave them the smallest bedroom, but still it's a nice size. It is a nice size bedroom. Oh, here you can see I actually did furnish the last bathroom on camera. See, I could totally not remember, but I did that because I was like, you know what, this is the biggest bathroom of the build. Maybe I should just furnish it because I thought it'd be fun. But it ended up being just a very basic bathroom with a shower tub combo, a toilet, obviously a sink, and then just a laundry basket because we do have laundry in this house. So I placed a few laundry baskets here and there. which I feel like would be very helpful. And then I also placed a nice children's artwork in this bathroom to kind of just show that that's the kids' whole bathroom to share, basically. And then moving on to the backyard, I really like how this one came out as well. It has tons of activities. We have this back porch. As you can see, I placed a dining table and a seating area, and eventually also an easel, because I was thinking that the mom would be into painting. So that's what I did. And yeah, for the rest, just some knickknacks, some plants here and there. We also have some gardening pots basically in the backyard as well, or gardening boxes, I should say. It's the large square ones that I placed. And we have a grill and a picnic table, so we can have some fun grill parties out here in the summertime. I could really see that. Just the parents grilling and then the kids playing and swimming in the pool and using the diving board and inviting their friends over. I could just really see the wholesome family gameplay for this house. I thought it'd be so cute. And then we can, and then you can just hang around by the pool as well, because I have some lounge chairs here, as you can see. I placed an umbrella, so you can hang out in the shade. Yeah, I don't know. It's just nice. We also have a swing set, a monkey jungle bar, as well as a basketball hoop in the backyard, because this backyard, honestly, it was massive. I was struggling to fill up the space a little bit, I won't lie. So yes, it's maybe a little bit less detailed than my usual backyards are, but I feel like it still makes sense. We have something to do in every single corner. We have, like I said, the swing set, the monkey jungle bars, we have the basketball hoop, then the gardening area, and then eventually I just did a little bit of extra landscaping. I placed some more hedges around to fill up the space a little bit. And I also played around with some terrain paint. I used some different grass back here and around the lot as well. I never really do different grass. I always use terrain tools just for like dirt and sand, but never really for different types of grass. So that was a nice change of pace for this one. It's something very random and very minor, but yeah, I really liked it. But yes, that's basically it for this build. So let's jump into the game and I'll quickly show you the house in real time. So here we have the house in the game and we have the family hanging out here. Like I mentioned, don't mind Cassandra Goth. I don't know what she's doing here. She's just hanging out. But here we have the mom. She looks so pretty. Her name is Mara. And then over here we have the dad. So as you can see, this family, they have good genes. Then we have the kids over here. So this is the little girl. This is her brother, the little boy, and then down here, obviously, we have the little toddler as well, and we have the cat hanging out. I love the cat. Look at him. He is so cute. And the cat's name is Pumpkin, which is just, I love that. I love everything about that. But moving on to the house, you can see that here we have the facade of the house. It looks quite fancy. And we have a chess table on the front porch, which is a nice skill building item, but let me just show you the back first. So we have this pathway leading into the backyard. So back here we have tons of activities. We have the gardening area, we have the pool with the floaties and the diving board and the seating area. And then back here by the tree, we have this basketball hoop as well. And then a swing set, monkey jungle bars, and obviously the back porch as well. So tons of activities. But then moving on to the interior of the house, here we have the large hallway / entryway, and we also have the back doors over here. So yes, it's a very closed off floor plan. So over here is the entryway with an end table and a coat rack and what have you. And then over here we have the staircase, as you can see, and this archway leads into the living room / family room. So this little corner back here is very cluttered. We have some toys lying around. We have a nice, very outdated looking fireplace with a TV on the mantle, 2 couches, a plant in the corner, and a bookcase as well, and then a cat tree, because the cat also needs a spot to hang out. And then off of the living room here we have the office space. So I was really envisioning the dad using this office space the most, but obviously it's for anyone to use because it is the only computer in the house. And then through here we have the kitchen / dining. I love this room. It is super matchy, which is exactly what I wanted. And I don't know, I just really enjoy it. So here we have a 6-seater dining table and a china cabinet and a high chair. And then here we have the kitchen. We have some additional seating by the bar counters over here. And yeah, just this very cluttered up cozy family kitchen, I feel like. And then another large china cabinet back here as well. And then off of the kitchen, we have the laundry room slash half bathroom. So it really just speaks for itself. And we do have a litter box in there as well. And then over here, we have the full downstairs bathroom. So this one is just another basic bathroom, but just a full one as opposed to a half bathroom. Then upstairs, we have this tiny landing area. And back here, we have the parents' bedroom. Again, very outdated, but so cozy. I love this room. I love the color scheme. They have their built-in wardrobe and then an ensuite over here. So this ensuite only has a shower, no tub, which I thought would make sense for an ensuite as well. And over here, opposite from the parents' room, we have the little girls' room. This room is very green and pink and purple. I love the color scheme in here. It's so bright and cozy feeling at the same time. So yeah, it's just a typical children's room with a desk with some knickknacks. We have some toys over here in this area and then a makeshift wardrobe situation back here by the door. Next to the parents' room, we have the little boys' bedroom, the red and blue one. I am very happy with how this one came out because these aren't my favorite colors, or I mean, I like blue, I just don't like red as much, but I love it in here. So yes, we have a bed and a dresser slash nightstand situation, some clutter, and here we have a desk with some stuff and also a dollhouse. So nice, spacious kids' room. Then here we have the toddler's room, the smallest bedroom, but still very spacious nonetheless. The way I did the floor plan also is maybe not the most efficient space-wise, but I just really like the floor plan and like how I did the layout because it just makes the room feel a little bit more cozy. But yeah, the toddler has their dresser, their bed, and then just some toys. It's very basic in here. And then over here, we have the large hall bathroom for the children to share. So I was thinking that this one would probably be very messy a lot of the time. They have some additional storage in here as well, and then also a hamper, of course. But that is basically it for this house. So this Colonial family home is up on the gallery, and it comes in at just over 147,000 simoleons. It's very expensive, but it makes sense because it's big and fancy. And I use a lot of base game, which tends to be very expensive. The house does have 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, so that is nice. And I built it on a 40 by 30 in Willow Creek. So if you want to place it in your game, then that is where it goes. But that's gonna do it for today's video. So I really hope that you enjoyed this one. You can obviously go ahead and download it off the gallery like I just showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmary Sims. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so. And if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. I also live stream over on Twitch a few times a week. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and give me a follow over on twitch.tv/SimmarySims. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!